Hey, what's going on guys? Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com. Today I'm bringing you a detailed overview of the Iron Cross front bumper equipped with the front push bar, fitting all 09 to 14 F-150s. So in this video guys, I'll be touching on a couple different things like the materials that make up this top of the line protective bumper, as well as the functionality and styling, and I'll even walk you through the overview of the installation, which I'll tell you up front is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and will not require any drilling or modification to your factory front bumper. So let's jump right into it. So the Iron Cross front bumper here equipped with the push bar is going to be for the 09 to 14 F-150 owner out there looking to swap out their wimpy stock factory bumper to push it up with a beefy top of the line protective bumper out here, good for off-road and on-road use against trail hazards and things of that nature. Overall, this thing is a monster of a bumper that's going to be for the guys out there looking to go with the best protection from the bumper all around. So this bumper I have with me today is a part of the HD or heavy duty series that Iron Cross offers. Basically, it's a line of bumpers, each of which have their own perks. Now the base model bumper in the series is obviously going to be the least expensive and doesn't come with a lot of the features that this one does here. Now this one here is the push bar series, which will be next up above the base model. Obviously comes with a little more protection for your top end grill, which is great for mounting a light. Now after that, there will be the full guard, which will provide the maximum amount of protection for your top end grill and obviously will be the most expensive in the series. All of these options I just mentioned in the HD series will all pretty much be made of the same quality materials. They'll all be made of a heavy duty 10 gauge steel plating that was CNC laser cut and all hand welded right here in the USA. They are all double hand welded inside and out and completed in a textured powder coat black finish. Now obviously this is for some good looks, but this will really hold up against any and all trail hazards on and off road. Now getting to the functionality I said I'd mentioned in the video, this one here is obviously good at protecting almost the entire front end of your truck, which is great for guys on and off road. But as you can see, there are 2 winch mounting points capable of holding up to 12,500 pounds, especially useful for the guys out there doing extreme off-roading and wheeling. If you want a little bit more flexibility with this option here, you can check out the interchangeable 2-inch receiver plate that Iron Cross offers as well, which can be accepted by this bumper here and will take a class 3 hitch or a removable winch mount. Now the list just keeps going on and on with the features from the Iron Cross HD series bumpers like I have here today. Now in addition to all of that, you also get 2 beefy D-ring mounts, which is great for a set of shackles, great for recovery for the off-roading guys out there, and it's awesome with the aggressive looks as well. Now in addition to all of that, I do want to say that the shackles are not included in the kit, but you can pick those up separately to work in conjunction with your bumper. Now to keep adding on to the functionality here, as I said, this is the push bar option, which of course adds a lot of protection to your upper front grille, but it's a great spot to mount some lighting. We've seen some guys do spot and fog lights up there or even an LED bar. Now in addition to that, you can see there are 4-inch recessed cutouts for additional lighting. You can even pick up the perfect size fog lights available on AmericanMuscle.com to take full advantage of all the features this bumper has to offer. Price-wise for the push bar option from Iron Cross, expect to be spending just north of $1,000, which of course is a little bit pricey for a bumper, but you want to keep in mind you're getting some of the best protection for the front end of your truck, with the exception of the full guard, which you can check out on the website as well if you're interested in maximizing the protection. Now, of course, I will say this will be more for the guys out there not too concerned with the price tag, but more concerned with adding a badass bulletproof setup to the front of your rig. Now, I do want to point one thing out. Now, this wouldn't be a make it or break it for me, but it might be for some of you guys out there. As you can see, Iron Cross actually embedded their name and logo on the front and bottom here of the actual bumper. Now, some people might not like that. Some people might not care. Me personally, I think it actually adds to the badassery of the front bumper. So it's up to you. It's really all personal preference. Now, I'm going to start getting into the install portion, and I do want to reiterate that this will not require any drilling or any modification to your factory front bumper. It will come with the 1/4-inch steel brackets and all of the hardware necessary to get the job done. And I will say up front that it might require 1 or 2 extra helping hands just to make sure you can get this heavy thing up. It is a monster of a bumper and a very heavy one at that. Now, I will say that you will be spending about an hour or 2 on the installation, and I will give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, like I said in the beginning. And even though it's a heavy thing you might need some helping hands with, it is a very simple install, which is why I give it that rating. Now, to kick things off, you want to remove your factory front bumper and disconnect your fog lights before doing so. Now, there will be a couple bolts by the splash guards by your headlights and the lights themselves, and then a few more by the inner quarter panel, which you may need an extension for your ratchet just to get to. Next, you'll remove the bolts by the plastic bumper bracket and then 2 more by the frame holding the bumper to it. It may be easier just to use a floor jack or some helping hands just to hold the bumper up while you do all this. Now lastly, you'll be putting the frame mount to the frame using the hardware provided and aligning the front bumper up and attaching it using the bolts, tightening everything down to complete the install. So just to quickly wrap things up guys, if you're the owner of an 09 to 14 F-150 and you're looking for one of the most protective bumpers on the market to replace your wimpy stock bumper that also comes with a lot of extra features, you might want to check out the Iron Cross front bumper with the push bar option I have here, always available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.